Hey, Tarumo,
Yeah.
you still got any leftover Arby's from this morning?
This morning, it came in the evening.
My question is, you still have any Arby's left?
I ate it all.
What about any French dip? Still got any au jus left?
I drank it all.
Yeah, anything?
Nope.
Okay, you know what? For that one, you're going to be introducing the podcast this time, Buster.
Come on, I just got the flu. Don't make me do this.
Alright, fine. Alright. I get it. Swine flu affects all of us sometimes back in the year 2012. That's when swine flu was a thing, right?
I thought it was 2008.
I thought it was a SARS outbreak.
I feel like it's... I think it was 2010 or 2011.
Well, regardless...
Whenever Contagion came out.
Contagion.
Whoa, who's this now? Wait, what?
It's a new voice.
Guys, there's a man in my bedroom and I don't want to talk about it.
Travis, your dead grandfather.
No!
You bring home... Did you finally get married? Am I gonna have great-grandchildren?
No, Grandpa, I'm only 23.
I was already fucking when I was 18.
Yeah, that's
Only 18?
Oh! I worked on a farm! I was too busy farming.
Country boys be like, sorry, babe, I'm too busy farming. Can't go home tonight.
I'm farming and then I'm fishing.
Please tell me this was the intro.
Yes.
When your country boyfriend doesn't come home because he's too busy mudding with the boys.
Oh, too real.
Introduce our guest. Introduce our
come
guest.
on.
Alright. Welcome to Big Fellas. It's the show everybody loves, but I hate. I'm your host, Tay Face, with me my two co-hosts, Saber, Yuri, Tarumo in that order. Say hello.
Didn't you say two co-hosts?
Listen, guys, math wasn't my expertise, okay? I'm an English major.
Yeah, I'm an artist, so...
Artist.
I didn't succeed in anything, so I'm just here.
You made Skyrim.
All IT does teach you is cable management.
Alright. Today, first official episode of 2022. We got a guest.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You guys might know him from the comment section of every Big Fellas upload so far.
That's true.
World-renowned filmmaker for work for his student film such as Invasion Radio.
My favorite.
It's the old fella himself, Krylos. Welcome.
We got him.
Finally, when Trumo threatens you with "I'll get you," he finally got you.
It's okay, because now Michael Bay will make a movie about how they got me.
But
yeah, it's me. So.
But welcome.
Man,
Welcome to our humble abode.
This has been a long time coming because one, I've listened to every episode of Big Fellas, and then two, Taz's been like, yeah, I want you on Big Fellas, but I gotta collect all the Small Fellas stones first.
I mean, that happened. Will the small fellas ever come back when they rise from the grave?
I feel like that your rivalry with Small Fellas kind of dropped off towards. As somebody who, as a fan of this podcast, I got some criticisms here.
Oh,
I got some not criticisms, but I got some thoughts. Number one, the Small Fellas Big Fellas arc felt like kind of dropped off. It never really felt resolved. You know, after the Thanksgiving episode, you just feel like it just ended. You know, would like to have seen a more proper conclusion, like Danjin dying or something.
I mean, technically, Danjin did die at the end.
Oh, well, he could come back. We have sequels.
After Trumo refused to help him escape the Thanksgiving basement dinner, the ending speaks for itself.
And then two, I really liked Yuri's comment about about Marriage Story being cringe. You're absolutely correct about that.
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, and I talked to this about Tav before because I'm
It's
a huge...
not cringe. You're cringe. You're cringe. What? People be like to the director. Is that your divorce movie? Wow, that's so cringe.
Okay, well,
you're cringe.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that, though. So I really like the director, Noah Baumbach. But the thing about Marriage Story that bugs me is that he made a better divorce movie, like, a long time ago. Because it was based off of not his marriage falling apart, but his own parents' divorce during the 70s. So, like Squid and the Whale, which has, like, a very young Jesse Eisenberg, and a really cool Jeff Daniels in it. And I forget who plays them on, which is a shame, because she's really good in it. But anyways...
Jesse Eisenberg, isn't that Adam Sandler's son in that one movie?
No, I think you're... What? Which one?
Oh, sorry, that's Andy Samberg.
That's Andy Samberg.
That's
You're
my
thinking of the movie
boy.
My Boy, which my wife likes a lot.
I saw that with my uncle the other day.
Oh, wow, you guys have families, okay? Carlos is married, Saber has an uncle, okay? Way to flex on us. Without families.
No, but yeah,
Listen. Dom Toretto.
family. No, but yeah, that, like, he made a better marriage movie or divorce movie, and the reason that one was good was better than Marriage Story was because it was from the kids' perspective, like not only the parents but the kids' perspective. But also, yes, it is very cringe to make a divorce movie about your own divorce.
Like, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it if he's making it about his divorce. It's the fact that it feels so incredibly biased that I'm like, bro. Like, he couldn't, like, it just didn't feel like, it just felt like the whole thing was, like, woman bad.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, that was the problem. Like, I remember when that movie came out, every critic that I used to follow was pretty much just like, bro, what the hell? You spent like the last few movies like making these characters, like making these, like having protagonists be like these kind of strong but flawed female characters, and now this one just like I got what's his name?
Adam Driver.
Black Widow.
Thank you. I got Adam Driver. So now I'm gonna. Oh yeah.
It's
See,
Jerome's favorite type of movie.
See, it's not
I don't
fair,
watch
okay?
movies.
One bad, and every day that man wakes up. I don't wake up every day. That's not fair.
Every day I wake up.
Also, come on, it's a male fantasy when Adam Driver, like when his divorce lawyer is Ray Liotta. Come on, who doesn't want him as your divorce lawyer?
Yeah,
That's true.
Billy Handsome? Oh man.
Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a divorce lawyer.
Imagine knowing a kid at like the age of 8, you know, they have like a career day at school.
Adam, will you help me go take this elephant back to this North Vietnamese village with Danny Glover and what's his name? Shit, Dennis Leary.
All right, that's a good way to kick it off. Any more criticism, wise guy?
Oh, it's not a criticism, it's just a thought.
All right, any more thoughts, wise guy?
Oh yeah, but one of the recent Malden Mulder episodes, I think I have another reason why they don't like push in the whole Nazi thing on those Call of Duty games, Saber. And that's I just think it's because it's not because like I don't think it's just because nobody wants to play the bad guy. I think it's because I think there are too many people who would really get into character playing the bad guy.
I agree completely with that.
I want to be the bad guy.
Like as somebody who's watched a lot of gameplay of the game War of Rights, which is a Civil War team shooter. I've seen a few people who play on the Confederate side get a little too into it. I mean, someone's granddad doesn't get that into it when they do their Civil War reenactments in their backyard. You know.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I was playing this one like historical shooter thing, and it's I can't remember what it's called. You guys probably know it, but it takes place during the Vietnam War. And one side is the Vietnamese, and the other side is like the Americans or whatever. And it's literally like I played on the Vietnamese side, and every single person on voice was putting on a Vietnamese accent.
Oh.
And it's like, if they were given the chance to play as Nazis, we know exactly what would happen.
Well, when they're in the trees, you gotta use napalm.
And people say Marriage Story is cringe, okay? That's pretty cringe.
We get it, Tav. You liked Marriage Story. Don't apologize for your opinions.
You are allowed to like things other people don't like.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Here's a funny thing. Saber, you said that you like Batman Forever. You called it a guilty pleasure. Do not feel if it's a pleasure, don't feel guilty about it. The only time you should feel guilty about a guilty pleasure if it's a goddamn ghoul movie. Then you should feel guilty.
Pleasure.
Like somebody who watches Solo, like me. I feel bad for watching it, but also I get something out of it. So,
but Carlos, what's Salo?
Really?
I don't actually know.
Okay. All right. It's a cult film. It's an infamous early 70s cult film that's based off of a Marquis de Sade book. Essentially, it's the director's last movie because right after this he got murked.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, Pier Paolo Pasolini died like right before the movie could even get released. I think he was like right in the midst of it getting released, and like
no, it got released a little bit, and then because of like the outcry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So like because of how controversial, aside from the fact that he was a gay Marxist Catholic Italian man.
What the fuck?
Yes, exactly.
I like him.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's cool. He's a cool dude. I think his like trilogy he made before that sad and awful movie about how mundane it is for like people in power to abuse. Yes. Well, he's dead now, so.
Okay, good.
But dang it, Saber.
No, as Saber once told me in a Discord call years ago, the only good commie is a dead commie.
Okay, Dwight Eisenhower.
This purple Dwight D. Eisenhower can't do shit.
Okay, Lyndon B. Johnson.
You and your massive cock.
That is okay. That is the weirdest president story I hate but love hearing about. Next to the Willem Dafoe stunt cock thing.
Oh
my god, yeah, the Willem Dafoe stunt cock is so funny.
No, hold on. We gotta finish the solo thing. After this, then I'll bring up Willem Dafoe stunt cock.
Okay. When I used to do,
you mean this?
Oh.
No. Okay. So when no, yeah, that movie's really kind of a bummer to watch, but it's also incredibly boring in between all the weird, gross stuff, and that's on purpose. And I've had arguments with people who are like, no, Salo sucks. Like, there's nothing to it. It's just a weird shock movie. Just like, I don't think so, man.
Beyond that.
I mean, I don't know. I can see where people would think it's boring, but yeah, I once subjected Tav to it because he was going to help me on a project where we were going to go through my entire Criterion collection. That was the first movie. That's the earliest spine number I had. So the first thing we had to watch was this like boring ghoul movie.
Honestly, to people who might be interested in watching it, when we say it's a boring ghoul movie, it really is. Because I'm not sure if it's much of a spoiler, but a lot of the movie is just sex workers telling their like
weird, gross stories.
And the whole point of that was to like inspire the kids to get sexual with each other too.
Yes. There's also it's a weird, gross movie. I mean, it's not for everybody, and I understand people who hate it. So I get it, but it's also just like I don't know. I get something out of it. I think the ultimate message of it is so. I think much more than like the movie as a whole. So I don't know.
Rich people got too much time on their hands.
But anyways, go ahead and talk about the Willem Dafoe stunt cock.
Y'all ready for Willem Dafoe stunt cock talk?
It's pretty famous. I'm like I don't know. Is Willem Dafoe's stunt cock, like, is that a thing people don't know?
Okay, just like, with the whole release of Spider-Man No Way Home. Listen, Spider-Man, there's a thing called fucking Google Maps, okay? Find your way home, dumbass.
Oh, look at me, in the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light. You can't even go fucking home.
What a dumb superhero. Anyway.
Why can't he get a real job like Daredevil? At least he's actually fighting crime in the courtroom.
Yeah. Anyway. So, with the whole, with the release of Spider-Man, Willem Dafoe's kind of back in, like, the whole, internet zeitgeist, and he's become a bit of a meme again. And when people look into what he's done, the rediscovery, the resurfacing of Willem Dafoe's stunt cock is by far the funniest thing when people are just like, what the?
Well, okay, first off, I feel like your Google searches are tailored to your interests, so that's why that keeps coming up at the top of your Google searches.
Because it's funny!
Tav is very interested in Willem Dafoe's cock.
Okay, listen,
also that, and you're, like, only into late period Lars von Trier, because you're a ghoul and you only like Gaspar Noé and late period Lars von Trier.
It's the holy trinity of cocks: Obama, Thanos, and Willem Dafoe.
We need him.
And I have all
Finally,
three.
after all these years.
Oh, I don't know. That reminds me of a meme. Speaking of Willem Dafoe, that reminds me of a meme of the scene in the first Spider-Man where it's like, you and I, we're not so
different.
We're not so different. And it captioned me and a person who screenshot an NFT talking to the guy who stole the Mona Lisa in 1911. You and I, we're not so different.
Oh, speaking of NFTs, real quick, Yuri, I really like your story about that professor who was trying to, like, get people on board, or that artist who was doing talk about NFTs, trying to get them on board, and everyone was just like, nah.
No, it's got Will.
Yeah, it was really funny because in the end, I didn't go, but everyone got an email from the professor being like, wow, so you guys showed us,
Really?
And, yeah, she's like, it sounds like NFTs suck. Glad you guys were smart enough to know better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, it was a test?
No, it wasn't a test. She didn't know anything about NFTs. She's like almost 70.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Why is she so old?
Yeah.
Sounds like your type, Turumo.
Yeah, the type whenever I skin her alive and wear it.
That's it, Turumo. One more comment like that and I'm going to your mom's house.
Please don't.
Listen.
Only Tav can make coming over to your mom's house sound like an actual threat.
Okay, yesterday morning he also made going to Taco Bell sound like a threat.
That's right.
And also, where the hell's my Mexican pizza, Tav?
Where's my grande breakfast burrito and coffee?
Let's all call Tav
Where's my
out
Doritos
here.
Tacos?
That's it. It's becoming the Tav cancellation special. I got a couple tweets that you wrote back in July 15th, 2015, and you wrote "cum" on your Twitter. What did you mean by that? How could you simply just type CUM in bold letters and just leave that alone? Saying that's a tweet. I tweeted that today. And what does that have to do with? Okay, I don't have a follow-up to that. But seriously,
all right,
you
let me
thought that
dig
was
up
funny,
Tav's
Big
Twitter.
Comedy.
Let me dig up Tav's Twitter. Let me go find something.
Listen,
that's a real tweet. Okay, I'm not joking. That's a real tweet. The date is wrong, but I know he typed that.
I mean, I probably typed it out about. If I have to guess off the top of my head, I think I've tweeted out the word "cum" 8 times. Listen, sometimes, I need to be productive on Twitter. I need to make sure people know I'm alive. And what's the funniest thing that comes to my mind? The word "cum."
Ladies and gentlemen, come.
I know I've shown Tav this, but there's a video where it's like a live performance of Nirvana, like starting up, like playing "Come As You Are," and the person edited so as soon as old dude, God damn it,
Kurt Cobain.
Thank you, Kurt Cobain. I'm losing my mind here. I'm trying to dig through my dig through my dumb movie knowledge and get to like music knowledge. but my processor isn't as fast. But yeah, Kurt Cobain, he's about to say, like, as soon as he says "come," it like he immediately like transitions it to the end of the song. So it's like the whole performance was Kurt saying "come." And that's it.
Come.
Yeah. And I've like sent that to Tav like so many times.
It's comedy gold. Anyway, run out back to Willem Dafoe stunt cock. So yeah, Carlos is right. I'm a big fan of Lars von Trier's what was it called, Depression trilogy?
Yes, or his late period.
His late period, which starts with the first one, Antichrist.
Yes.
In this, Willem Dafoe stars as he, or the therapist, and because he's supposed to represent the ordinary man, I guess when he pulled down his pants for one of the many set scenes in that movie.
Okay, no, go ahead and finish that, because I have. So I was in art school when that movie came out, and boy, was that such a big fucking deal when it came out.
God. I guess when he pulled down his pants, the director, Lars von Trier, my favorite man, and everybody, and yours should be too.
Ugh, really?
No. He looks like Rocco Bodie, though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Bjork's got some choice things to say about him.
So I guess he pulls down his pants, and Lars von Trier's like, "You're too big." Willem Dafoe's cock was too big for him to use in the movie, so like, okay, I guess we gotta use a prosthetic stunt cock so it can be the size of an average man.
Well, it makes sense if you've seen that movie, because one of the shots in the like beautiful black and white slow-mo opening is a penis thrusting into a vagina. So it's like straight hardcore pornography at certain parts of it. So
as a child falls out of a window to his death.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Literally, sometimes fucking can lead to your kid falling out of a window. So Terumo never fuck.
Oh, trust me, it's the last thing on my list of things to do.
Listen, True Mom, I'm just saying, I might come over to your mom's house. I might have time today.
So you're saying
Fuck!
that
There's been
took my
3
joke, I hate you.
tragedies.
Terumo's mom, Terumo's gonna fall out of a window?
You took out my fucking joke. You took my fucking joke. I hate you. I was
What's
gonna
your
say
joke?
your mom's
Say your joke.
first. I was gonna. After Terumo said it was the last thing on his list, I said your mom's the first thing on my list.
Great, now Yuri
There's
wants a
been-
piece of Trumo's mom.
There's been 3 tragedies, Tab, please.
When they came from my friend's mom, I said nothing. When they came from my other friend's mom, I said nothing. And when they came from my mom, there was no one left to say anything for me.
That's it, Tab. I'm coming over, sleeping in your bed.
There you go. Do that. Start making that to Terumo. Get back at Tav properly. He's afraid of people sleeping in his bed.
Mine's made of thatch, right? What's your excuse?
Last person that slept in his bed was probably me.
Oh,
No, it was Kisaragi.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well, that makes more sense. Did you put the wig back
Kisaragi.
No!
on? That's it, Tav. I'm putting the wig on you.
No!
That's my
No.
threat to you.
You're putting the wig on me? I'm putting the Nettleberry back on your head.
I could take it.
Every
It's
time you
okay.
say Kisaragi, I just remember the
It's
one
okay,
old
Orson.
episode before the reset where it's just like, Kisaragi.
I
When are
miss
we gonna
Kisaragi.
have him? Is
When
he
he's-
still too busy with Final Fantasy 14?
Listen, Final Fantasy 14 online and Fate Grand Order is a full-time job. And being gay. I miss non-gay
Well-
Kisaragi.
wow.
Well,
No, I'm
we
kidding.
can incorporate like 2 of those things, and he should be able to come on.
No, you get
I
me
mean-
and him talking about
I mean-
Grand Order, we're done.
Well, okay.
I mean,
then
well,
you say
well,
that,
we have-
but
we have-
then... Now go ahead, Saber.
We got Tav and Yuri for the Grand Order stuff, and then we have Terumo for the gay. So
For the Overwatch.
What do you mean by that? That you and Trumo are here for the gay stuff? What does that mean?
When I am literally bisexual.
well, the community sometimes doesn't really care about the buys. They're just like about everything else.
True.
But,
Yeah, that
True.
is 100% true.
Yeah.
That is
pick a
that is
side,
true.
you fool. It's just like, yeah, pick a side. Are you gay or straight? It's like, why not both?
My worldview has changed during these past few years. Where I used to think being a white guy was the coolest thing to be back in 2018. But as we enter 2022, I realize the best thing to be is a person of color that's also part of the LGBTQ.
No, if
Plus.
you,
Why
no,
do
you
you
could
say
still,
this?
you could still have social cachet if you're white. You just have to have like a disability or be on the spectrum. You have to be neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent, one of my Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
What does
Don't-
Keanu Reeves have to do with neurodivergency?
Oh no, I
Don't
feel
be
like
red.
that's something like
He's thinking of the
That they
movie
would-
Johnny Mnemonic,
I feel like
in which Keanu Reeves plays a man in a weird like future. He likes to do weird future movies.
What is it with what is it with Keanu Reeves and playing characters named John?
I don't know. I think he's just you look at him, you can like, yeah, he could be a John.
Nah, he's
Johnny-
not a
Johnny
John.
Silvercock.
I don't know. I feel like he deserves like a softer name, like Nathaniel or something.
Oh, okay. You put the name Nathaniel on Keanu Reeves. That is like, it's like, wow, I didn't know the most. Like, wow, he just went from like a 10 to an 11 right there for me. It's just like, because like, okay, think about it. Like Keanu's like, wow, that's Keanu. Like, yeah, he's pretty cool, Keanu. But you call him like Nathaniel Reeves, just like, oh, baby.
Yeah,
Nathaniel
right?
Reeves and John Wick.
Yeah, Nathaniel Reeves. That sounds much better. Keanu, like, I don't know what it is about the name Keanu, but I'm literally like, that's the most Canadian sounding name I've ever heard. Keanu.
I think the
Oh,
funniest
look at
thing...
me, I'm Canadian.
You know,
What does he mean by that?
What
if
did
I
you
got
mean
in
by
shape,
that?
I could.
Go ahead, Saber. Have you got in shape? What?
If I got in shape, I could probably pull off a good John Wick.
There you go. Saber, you're already gonna style on us. You're gonna style on us by getting in shape too. Come on.
This man's walks around with cowboy boots and a fucking actual, like, what was that, fedora?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a trilby like
Right.
like Jod has, or a Redditor.
I was gonna say, if I hear that this man has like a Stetson too, I'm gonna yards.
I'll be your
we're
Halloween
done. See, we're done.
decoration.
See, that's that's why the only woman I can get is Trumo's mom, because Saber took them all.
Kill you.
Yeah,
Tab,
yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
So, is that what we're gonna draw the Saber character with cowboy boots now?
Well, I guess you have to. So.
You know, it looks like Dante from DMC4. Chaps and all.
the fucking they weren't even like the boots, like the cowboy boot parts are part of the chaps, so there's like a zipper
Weird.
thing too. It's weird,
Huh.
but
It could be how they modeled the character for that game. It's weird. I don't know.
the DMC4 models also have really small heads.
They do. They really.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was playing it like the other day, and I was just like looking at the models, and then like after playing so much DMC5, I'm just like, the heads are really small and the shoulders are really broad.
That's anime.
Yeah.
What's a DMC?
DMC takedown.
DMCA takedown. You're done, Trumo.
Fuck!
Your channel's done. It's all music.
It's been done. Have you seen how many copyright strikes I've gotten?
Go
Show
ahead,
us,
YouTube,
show us,
I
pull
can
it up,
take
pull it up, take a screenshot and show us.
I forgot my password.
That's why it's uploading a while. At this point,
I change
almost
it
gonna
every
be our
time and
Dr. Dre.
upload. I
That'd
change
be-
it every time, upload, and then leave it because I forget it, so I have to change it again.
Just write it
Tromo,
down
when are
in
we
your
gonna play
hand,
some
man.
zombies again?
listen, I've had a bit of a problem. I've been drinking a lot of water, but this is making me piss a lot of pee.
As opposed to what?
Alcohol.
That's a bit of a, but it's a bit of a problem because, I drink a lot of water and I piss a lot of pee. I don't want to piss a lot of pee,
Stop drinking a lot of water.
but I need
I
but I
agree.
need water.
I agree, life never ends. I want more water, and then I have to go up and pee. And what do I have to do then after I pee? I have to drink more fucking water. And then what do I have to do after I drink more fucking water? Guess what?
I gotta piss more pee.
Well, just do what I do. Drink cough syrup.
Oh.
Cherry Robitussin flavor.
Cheers, bro. Drink to that.
You can tell us to cut it out. Cut this out. But I do have a funny childhood story about Kralos. Speaking
please,
of cough
no,
syrup.
please.
All right, so
Spare him.
No, please, tell. Like, no. I want to know what the story is because I there's a few of them. There's a few of them that I know, but I wonder if this is the one I'm thinking of. So go ahead, Tam.
Okay, so if you guys didn't catch on, Kraus and I are siblings. Okay, and he's my elder sibling, hence making him the old fella. But regardless, our mom used to tell us a story about how he would fake having a stomach ache just so he can drink Pepto-Bismol because he likes the taste of Pepto-Bismol.
Yes, that is true. Actually, I wouldn't fake having a stomach ache. I would just drink it.
This man's just drinks Pepto-Bismol because he likes the taste of it. When people are like,
we are not the same.
You drink Pepto-Bismol because you're sick.
Your tummy hurt. I drink it.
I drink Pesto-Bismol.
Pesto?
Maybe that's
Can I get a
Prego.
Bismol on the rocks?
Bismarck? Are we sinking the Bismarck?
Finally,
Good.
no more Bismarck. Finally, no more Azure Lane.
Sinking the Bismarck, but it's just the donut.
Oh.
Finally, no more Native Americans.
Americans back in like the 1900s be like
After the Trail of Tears.
Americans putting in South Dakota government putting in the laws to allow you to shoot natives if they're in a group of 3.
What?
Jesus.
Finally, center text.
Finally, side text.
No. Why hasn't that become a thing yet?
Shoot Native Americans or?
No, no, you're always going to be a thing. It's part of this continent's dark history. Actually, this entire side of like the world.
Allow me to make a callback to a previous episode. Comedians laughing at how racist Americans are, Canadians and Indigenous people.
Yeah, Canadians are no better.
Well, speaking as somebody whose family's from Mexico, we also do not treat our indigenous population very well either. I would say we maybe even treat them worse than most of North America. Actually,
We do.
I know for sure we do not treat them well, and we're still very racist towards them, even though we like to use them as like our sports symbols. Like, it's much worse.
It really, really is. It's not great. Am I proud of it? No. Should I be?
Without
No.
all the history, we wouldn't have Dakota Red, so that's a good.
Are you talking about the hot dogs?
Yes, I'm talking about the hot dogs.
Yeah, where are you so... That's it. This is going back to the cancellation special. All right, let me go back to June of 2019. You wrote hamburger. Why? What do you mean by
It means I hunger.
Because Beastchurger.
Oh,
Beastchurger, hamburger.
it's a
Correct.
cheeseburger.
All right, Tav. What about that time you started a Mexican restaurant and used actual like pirated footage of Endgame with Thanos?
That is still one of my favorite commercials of all time.
Just straight up like camcorder footage of the movie screen, and then El Tijanos is like, "Yo soy inevitable."
Okay, that actually reminds me. So when you say Tejanos, that sounds like the word Tejanos, which is the Spanish word for Texans. So El Tejanos actually just means the Texan or the Texans.
That's exactly
Can we
what they
kill
just
Texans?
is. Duh.
Yeah, he's a
No
Texan.
wonder he became a farmer after
Josh
committing
Brolin-
genocide.
Oh my god, Josh Brolin was in No Country for Old Men, and I bet he was a Texan.
Yeah, I think that does take place in Texas.
Josh
Yeah.
Brolin's a manlet.
Well, because
No wonder it's tinted all warm and stuff.
yeah, well, I always found that the color scheme more of a pale yellow.
Fucking
But
Yeah, it's not Mexico.
Yeah, it's not Mexico.
Matt Stone in real life. Nice.
Thanks for
colorful-
nothing. Okay, I
Nice,
love
colorful culture. Matt Stone movies. Fucking red and brown.
I
and
can tell you where that
disgusting.
comes from, actually. So, as much as I love filmmaker Steven Soderbergh, because he's one of my boys, his movie Traffic, all this, like, he decided to do a thing where, like, every scene that takes place in, like, different part, like every storyline takes place in a different part of the U.S., or even along, like, and in Mexico. He chose for the Mexican scenes to highlight the, like, heat and whatnot to make it more yellow. And guess what? Everyone said, like, hey, that's a cool idea. I'm copy that. So now
And now Mexico's yellow.
Yes.
So what do we do to say that it takes place in Canada? Just put like a lightish blue, or make it look all wintry and cold?
You just
Yeah.
put a
Yes.
filter of the. You just put a filter of our flag over it, and it's on like 5% opacity for the entire movie. That's how you know.
There you go.
The fucking a maple leaf overlay.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. That's how you know it's
Well,
Canadian.
when I go to the National Film Board of Canada's YouTube channel, that's how every short film is shown to me. So,
All right, I have a funny question. Saber, Trumo, and Kralos.
Mhm.
Do you guys think you can recite the American national
I don't
anthem
think.
by heart?
Oh
no, I'm not in grade school, Tav.
Not the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem.
Nope. Nope.
Saber?
Can you?
I can.
Really? Why?
All those years in the band.
Oh, there you go.
Because I was about to say, like,
yes.
can Yuri recite the Canadian national anthem by memory? Don't
I
actually do it, but do you actually know it by memory?
know most of it by memory. I just don't know part of it because for a period of time in school, like half of it was sung in French, and
Oh.
it literally that just made me forget what the English lyrics were for that part, and I also don't remember the French lyrics. So
I hate the
You-
French.
Me when French.
Ew. I actually remember being like a really, really small child and like seeing seeing an episode of The Simpsons where they like randomly just ended the episode by singing the Canadian anthem, and then I'm just like, what's Canada?
where's Canada?
Okay.
Where's Donkey
No,
Kong Country?
not where's Canada. What is Canada?
Listen, I think I know a little bit about geography, but where the hell is Donkey Kong Country? Saber, explain. Where's Donkey Kong Country on the map?
Just look for that monkey-headed island right there.
No.
They can't find
Tav,
it!
look. Tav, look at this map. Look at this map. Look where my finger's pointing.
Okay,
There it is.
I'm on my way. Trumo, you're coming with me.
More like, where the hell's Colorado, am I right?
Hey, I know. I always know where Colorado is. That's where I That's where I go to get all my dank nugs.
More like, where's South
That's
Dakota,
legal,
am I
that's
right?
legal here now. You don't need
Hey,
to go all
I
the way to
know.
Colorado.
I always know where South Dakota is. That's where I go to find my corn palace.
You
More
must
like, where's
need to go to
Tarumo, am I
Reds.
right?
Dang, I don't know where that is.
It's just
Bro,
Krell's just walking around the fucking corn palace. He's just like, where is that? Where is that pig? Fuck Tarumo.
Where's Mount Rushmore? Why isn't Tarumo on there? You told me that they would put Tarumo on Mount Rushmore. He told me himself in
That's
the
it.
Discord.
that's it. Tarumo, you and I, we're taking back what is rightfully ours, the Corn Palace.
I'm hiding in
It's the
I'm
corn
hiding in
husker.
Washington's nose.
He's carving out Washington's nose and replacing it with a pig nose.
You know, it'd be nice if instead of recarving Mount Rushmore, why don't you finish the Crazy Horse Monument?
That'd be nice.
Look, that monument's not going to be done in our lifetime, let's be honest.
Oh,
Tarumo, why don't you finish it?
Maybe after my nap.
I get it. This was a nap. Okay, I get it. You're a little bit down with the sickness at the moment. All right, we all listen to. Who was the band? Corn? No.
Oh wow!
That's way better than I could ever do it.
Actually, speaking of 90s bands, man, I don't know, okay, I as an old asking some youngs, I need to know, is there music that you listen to as teenagers that make you cringe now? Because as a person in their 30s, every time, depending on what the song is, I cannot listen to anything made like that was popular when I was in middle school or high school, because now it just makes me think of high school shit. Except for Goldfinger by Superman, that always slaps.
Listen, I'm 5 years away from my 30s, so you're not the only old fella here.
Oh, okay, Saber, we get it. You're like 38. Okay.
That's it. I'm getting the cock.
You can't threaten me with a good time.
We get it, Saber. If there's 3 of me walking on your property, you get to shoot me. We get it.
There are? Where are they?
The Saber
Break your walls.
No, but yeah, is there music that you listen to in high school that you that you think now you're gonna think, or in middle school that you if you catch it you're just like, high school, I was a teenager,
I mean,
no, go ahead.
Yes and no, because I listened to almost exclusively K-pop in high school. But also I still listen to K-pop. It's more like I cannot listen to K-pop from 10 years ago in front of others. I refuse to play old for whatever reason, if I listen to music from my high school times in front of other people, then I cringe, but if I listen to it by myself, I can usually survive.
I feel the same way whenever stuff like that pops up, for some reason in my when I'm listening to music, especially on my radio in my car. Because for some reason I still listen to over-the-air radio, but
big man, he owns a car and has a wife.
I don't own my wife. We're each other's government property, according to.
We are each other's property.
Yeah,
she's not my property. We are both each other's property.
When you get married, you
hold each other's leashes.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole point.
That's it. Turmo, tell your mom to put on the dress. I'm getting that old ring out.
She'll tell me to piss off if I even talk to her.
There you go. No, because, but what I was saying is, whenever I listen to bands I guess, Plain White Tees, or even, anything, that whole emo resurgence that happened, in the early to mid-2000s.
Evanescence?
Evanescence is alright, but also, yes, I do cringe. I can't, I hear it and just, in private, just yeah, this is alright, but I cannot hear it in public.
I was having
but I was thinking of Panic at the Disco.
Okay, I can't. Yeah, maybe I'm a little. Maybe because I'm the king of cringe.
Okay. Also, we have a middle brother, forbidden brother, who listens to that.
A dog?
Stuff. Yes, who listens to that stuff unironically, and is very open about how much he likes it. To me, I think just bruh, please, not here.
Okay, but I don't mind when he plays it, because in reality I'm having a good chuckle about it, because when he starts playing Evanescence Going Under, I'm like, I'm going under! I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes, this is great.
I think
fantastic.
I think Bring Me to Life is the only thing I can't really listen to without thinking about the old
memes?
the 2006 2007 era of YouTube.
Ugh. Oh God! Not the not the shipping AMVs.
Oh
my
Yeah,
God! I can say with
touch, I get this feeling.
With uncredited fan art and everything.
I can say with complete confidence. My
first...
taste in AMVs is impeccable. I like 2 AMVs, and I believe they're the 2 best AMVs to ever exist, and I don't think there can be anything that would beat it. That would beat these 2 AMVs.
Listen, with the talk of AMVs and music, schizophrenic levels have gone from 25% to 35%. We're going in. Okay,
as soon as Saber brought up early to mid 2000s AMVs, do you know what the first image that popped up into my mind was? Fucking Sonic and Amy shipping AMVs showing up on early YouTube.
My God.
Hell yeah. Fine movie.
Oh my God, you know what
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was in elementary school when those got really popular, and it was literally I still remember like going on YouTube with my friend and looking at like whatever we would watch on YouTube, and then would just see like Sonic and Amy like inflation stuff like on the sidebar.
Yeah, finally, some good content on YouTube.
I am, and like I'll always remember. No, dude. I have like a very specific memory. No, it was like somewhere between like inflation and vor. But I like specifically remember one where Sonic was like gotta go fast, and he went so fast he went to Amy's mouth, and it just pans over to her, and she's massive. And I'm like pretty sure that like started my fear of this fetish.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you sure you were on YouTube and not Newgrounds?
I didn't go on Newgrounds when I was that young, actually, weirdly enough. I actually never went on Newgrounds.
Newgrounds was what I went to a lot when I was in high school. And then YouTube started just like, I don't need Newgrounds. Like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
You and the dog. A lot of my childhood, you and the dog often forbid me from going to Newgrounds, so I actually don't have a lot
Okay, so I really like that Newgrounds is very, like, animator friendly. But also all the humor in Newgrounds is still from like 2005. Like nobody grew
I'll
up.
fit right in.
Yeah, there you go, Saber. Oh, you and Dan, both you and Danjin will fit right in.
Friday Night Funkin' fans when they go on Newgrounds in 2005.
I don't get it. Why is everyone so mean here?
What was it Turo posted the other day? When you're arguing with a Friday Night Funkin' fan and arrows appear over your head.
God damn it. I was telling Tab about how that's, like, about how I discovered that, like, not only are the people who are working on it taking so long to do it because they're a small team, but also while everybody's waiting for, like, the full game to be released, everybody's, like, the fandom has been sustaining itself with mods, and I said, like, I read somewhere that as soon as that full game is released, and it's like a lot of the fandom is gonna like turn on the creators because everybody's growing up right now or engaging with the fandom with mods. So as soon as they don't see their beloved modded characters into this game, they're gonna fucking like freak out. Apparently,
I'm already freaking out.
What do you mean fight? What do you mean Freddy Fazbear isn't in this game?
What do you mean Markiplier's on this game?
What do you
Did
mean
someone say Freddy Fazbear?
Freddy Fazbear is the new Nick. It's the new Nick Smash fighter.
Allow me to tell you the entire FNAF lore.
Finally!
Oh.
Well, yeah, actually,
Finally,
answer me this,
content.
Terumo. Why are the designs for that new FNAF game so horny looking?
Who made them?
Well, you see, apparently
Why
all
do
the
Chica
stuff.
Why do Chica and Roxy look so fuckable now?
Why is Freddy a good guy now?
Why does he look like David Bowie?
You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't. I'm old. Now tell me, young man.
Terumo's like Arthur Fleck at the end of the Joker. He's just like laughing. And he's like, you wouldn't get it.
That's my cringe alarm going off. You're off this conversation's off the levels.
We're reaching 50% schizophrenia.
Oh my god, wait, no, I actually have to say, I finally watched Taxi Driver.
Go ahead.
It literally is just the Joker. It literally is just like the first half of the Joker. That's it. That's all that movie, or the Joker is, the first half of the Joker is just Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
The Joker?
More like Toker.
The Toker. He just shows up to fucking Murray Franklin's show and he just starts ripping a fat bouncer.
Okay, then I love that movie then. So you come.
Could you imagine?
So you coming onto my show
better.
and you're just coming in to rip fat blunts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to take the hit?
You want to hit? Yeah, sure.
Oh, Bobby, I saw you in that new movie. You really hit that bomb. And it all goes back to Al Pacino. Wow.
Dunkachino.
That's
Don't mind if I do. Okay, I always make.
It's not L anymore.
Ever since I showed Tav this like Mad TV sketch where it was like literally the whole sketch was like, what if Al Pacino and Robert De Niro went to a Baskin Robbins? That literally unlocked the way I do my Al Pacino impression, which is essentially that. It's just like, All right, let me tell you something. You're coming into my house. You're showing me that you got 32 flavors at this Baskin Robbins, but you don't have Madagascar vanilla? At my house, I have Madagascar vanilla. Why don't you have it? Where's the 33 flavors?
And that was our guest Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, everybody.
No, but what you were saying about Taxi Driver, it pretty much like Joker's like the first half of Joker's pretty much that. Except the only difference is that like Joker wants you to like Joaquin Phoenix so much and feel sorry for him, whereas like Taxi Driver is literally just like, this man is so sad and pathetic, you don't know how to feel up for him.
Yeah. It was I watched Joker and I felt bad for him, but I watched Taxi Driver and I was like, oh, get away from me.
Exactly. Like somebody pointed out there's a great scene. And back when like I used to watch video essays because they were still new and good, because they were mostly made by film students and not people who like go on Reddit and now talk about film.
I don't think a reference to your work, Invasion Radio. I saw a movie.
Yes. You're right, I have seen a movie. So there's a scene when he's like that scene where he's on the phone, like he's on that payphone, and he's like having like making really awkward conversation, and the camera pans away from him. Is essentially like the way that's like meant to look. Is like it is so painful to watch. Even the camera cannot stand to make you like watch that scene anymore.
I really liked that scene, and it reminded me of this one, I had a horror film professor, and he talked about when he watched El Camino, and he said there was a scene where it's like, it's the camera's in the living room, and in the movie it follows like Jesse like upstairs or whatever, but for his, the actual screen froze on the living room and the audio continued, so he thought that was like an artistic choice, like he wasn't supposed to see what was happening, and he said he was really impressed until he realized that he could hear like a lot more stuff going on, that he was like, I feel like I should be seeing this now. And he realized that the screen froze.
Oh. Okay, that would have been a cool thing, but there's actually like there is like a short history of like filmmakers who like purposely pan away from action just so you don't like, to kind of deny audiences like, I guess, the satisfaction of watching that.
Blue balls.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue balling in cinema, and a lot of it just mostly comes from like European filmmakers. Like
Lars von Trier, he knows a thing or two about blue balls.
Oh yes, he does.
Because
especially when you drive nails into them.
Yeah, because Americans were the ones who I guess not necessarily Americans, but whatever group became obsessed with the hero's journey, whereas Europeans and Asian stories generally tended to not always end in a happy way, the way a lot more modern stories do.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the thing that like I've talked to like this is honestly like gonna go into a little bit of my past history here, but I literally have like, I think one time I got into a bit of a spat with Danjin over his Borfstar remake of mine, and I found out that he was making all these filler episodes and like jacking up the size of the first episode that he and his team are remaking, and it turns out he's only doing it because he thought that the weird gap in media res start of like the second episode of my series was was a plot hole. Like, I forgot to, like, explain what was going on, essentially. And it turns out it's like, no, that was by choice. And I think he got mad. Because now he's just like, that's it! 4 stars canceled!
Listen, he does... Danjin doesn't even fucking listen to this podcast anymore. It's alright. And if he does, I'll see you in court.
I'll get you.
Fucker.
Yeah, if you guys ever shit talk me on an episode I'm not on, I probably will never know unless someone tells me.
I'll keep that in mind.
Don't listen to the episodes you weren't on. I'm just kidding. It's okay. Carlson confirmed he never shit talked to you.
Yeah, I've listened to every episode, and pretty much like when you're not on it, if it's depending on who's on it, it's pretty much just like focusing whatever topic they're doing. So
yeah,
nice.
No worries.
So are you saying that you want more Malden Mulder?
I kind of do. I low key kind of do, Saber.
Listen. I'm tired of Malden
Even
Mulder.
though we talk...
Alright. I'm tired of Malden Mulder episodes. I want a full-length movie.
Okay.
I want you and Tumo.
I literally put like a how long a movie, Tab? 4 hours? 13 hours?
Waterworld.
Oh, that's 3 hours. Come on, Water.
Not when it's on the Sci-Fi Channel. That shit's 5 hours.
Like, yeah, just like Kevin Costner's other big movie, Dances with Wolves.
Hey, that one's better though.
I do like Dances with Wolves, but when it's on like TV, it's like 6 hours long.
Okay, when I first started like working, thinking about like my times at shifts, I used to measure increments of time. Like, man, I got 5 hours left. I can watch Waterworld on Sci-Fi Channel.
I do that with songs.
That is one thing I kind of miss about judging time back when I used to watch movies on like cable or TV. Just like, wow, this movie was like 2 hours in the theater. Now it's 3 hours on television.
Oh, commercials.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we wrap things up, what's your opinion on the commercialization of film today?
Really?
I don't know what that question was, honestly.
What do you mean? What's the films have always been commercial, you twerp.
Okay, better question. How do you feel about Walt Disney's childlike fascination with Abraham Lincoln?
It led to a really rad attraction that I love.
Oh, was it great?
Yeah, great moments with Mr. Lincoln. Every time I'm at Disneyland, I literally shove everyone out of the way. It's like, out of my way! I gotta see this robot Lincoln right now. And then and then I cry real tears. Like, he's speaking the truth. This robot. Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah. All right.
I have a question before we finish.
Yeah.
When are you two filming another Meal Boy for me to edit? I'm literally starved for stuff to edit.
Listen.
Just film at the fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
We don't have a Dunkin' Donuts here, and it makes me mad because as someone who lived in Chicago, where a Dunkin' Donuts was on every goddamn corner, and I loved it.
It was on every fucking corner, more than McDonald's.
Yeah, it makes me so mad to be deprived of like their cheap ass coffee all the time.
Listen, people think California is known for fucking In-N-Out Burger. No, California is actually known more for local donut shops. Hence why you'll never see a lot of the commercial donut places like Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, which are the way.
We have one donut shop in our town, and it is like no one, and every other donut shop has fallen to it because they do such a good job.
It's always run by Filipino people.
Yeah,
they know how to make a good donut.
I agree.
Shout out to Filipinos.
Shout out to Kisaragi again, the Filipino champ.
But to answer your question, Saber, I don't know when we're gonna shoot one again. I'm actually SAC Animes this weekend, and I'm actually gonna shoot some 16mm footage there. All these guys are out there shooting, like doing all these cool like cosplayer review videos with their fancy DSLR cameras. I'm going in with like a camera made from 1957, recording these cosplayers.
All right.
So just by the time this comes out,
get good footage from me. I'll do something with it.
You know what? I might have to take you up on that, Saber.
Hold on. That brings me before we wrap this starting to wrap this up. When this comes out, Kraus and I will be at SAC Anime. I got a video in the works. Post SAC Anime, alright? So watch out for that in between this episode and possibly the next. Possibly. Don't count me on that.
I won't be there.
Oh.
I'll be at work in Canada.
It's alright. I'll just
Hey, Canadians.
What if I just strap the phone to myself and just... Terumo, you take that back ball. Actually, no.
My wife's Canadian, Terumo. For real, though, she is Canadian.
Cool.
Except his wife.
There you go. Thank you.
Except his wife, but not except Yuri.
Real quick, which is really funny, when you mentioned last episode that Justin Trudeau sucks, it made me laugh because my wife really likes Justin Trudeau. And she doesn't live in Canada. She hasn't lived in Canada for like decades now. She's lived in America longer than she's lived in Canada. But my father-in-law is super staunchly like pro like Canadian like history and politics. In fact, like I love the man, but man does he love to shit on America by comparing to Canada so much.
Shout out to Krause's father-in-law.
Love you, man. Absolute legend.
A massive legend. He made his own hot tub.
You mean his backyard pit?
Man done an 8-foot backyard pit. All right.
Well, I guess that does it for the first episode of Big Fellas in 2022.
Thanks for listening. It's 2022. Thanks for listening as always, fellas, guys, people at home.
Tav out here wanting
minorities.
segregation.
Thanks for also being.
What the fuck? When you said people, you didn't need to like separate them so much.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
No, you're being exclusive like that, you twerp.
Listen, all I'm just saying is that everyone, thanks for listening. Krylos, thanks for coming on.
All right, you're welcome, and thank you for having me on. This was fun.
All right. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
See ya.